for tonight's contest. Builders, apprentice school builders, apprentice school builders, and your apprentice school builders. Hey, they're the Cardinals, right? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back after a seemingly long layoff from apprentice school basketball. We are back. We are back from snowstorms. We are back from uh, team illnesses, and we have fought our way back here tonight to spend this time with you. So thank you so much for joining us, and welcome back to Newport News, Virginia, on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding right here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, where tonight the Apprentice School Builders will take on the Cardinals from Central International College out of Richmond, Virginia. Should be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. We are so happy to be back with you. So, who are we playing tonight? We're playing the Cardinals. Their head coach, Wayne Johnson, is in his 8th season at the helm for Central International. His team comes in with a record of 2-9. They are currently winless, 0-2 in the New South Athletic Conference. Now, I would love to be able to tell you more about this team, but folks, they're a relative unknown. We just don't know a lot about them because, unfortunately, a lot doesn't get written on their website or on the internet about them, but we'll find out together what kind of team the Builders will be taking on, led by Coach Wayne Johnson. Now, on the other side of the court, Coach Michael Gainey is in his first season at the helm of the 2023-2024 Small College defending national champion Apprentice School Builders, coming into tonight's contest ranked number 3 nationally with an overall record of 12-4. 3-1 in conference. Again, that's the New South Athletic Conference. So this is a conference game for the Builders tonight, so they want to improve on that 3-1 mark. So the Builders come in relatively hot. They are undefeated at home here in the Apprentice School Athletic Center, so we look forward to them extending that win streak. So tonight, your officials who will be doing all of the administrative duties on the court tonight are Chelsea Schwimmers, Kendall Ridley, and Tim May. Both teams have been introduced. Both starting lineups are making their way to the center logo, and we are about ready to tip this game off momentarily. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Howard McCain here to bring you the play-by-play action. Dave Davenport will serve as our engineer producer. And, of course, Dave and I both agree the Warriors gave up way too much to get Jimmy Butler in that trade. We're underway. Tip controlled by Central International. Deshaun Harrison with the basketball being guarded by Clifton Good, and I will work in the starters for the visiting team as the action goes on, as that is a turnover. Builders give it right back. That's one turnover apiece for both teams, and that three is off the mark. Follow-up jumper, no good. Fabian Johnson. Builders quickly to the other end. Donovan Means, no one cut him off on defense to stop the basket, and that's an easy opening bucket for the Builders. Javarius Gibson finds Deshaun Harrison. He's joined on the floor by Fabian Johnson and Travis Coleman, along with Joshua Ellis. Tough shot off the glass for two, Deshaun Harrison. And we are tied 2-2 as Donovan Means works it over to Clifton Good. Clifton Good joined on the floor by Xavier Hunter, Adrian Wall, and Wayne Hedgepeth as that three is launched. And the first three hits the bottom of the net for Adrian Wall. Builders now lead 5-2 in this basketball game. Builders averaging about 84 points per contest. As the Builders, man-to-man defense. Ellis working against Wall. Ellis, ball fake. Short jumper off the mark. Wall quickly inside. Beautiful pass inside to Donovan Means, and Donovan Means has his second layup of the afternoon. Builders now have a 7-2 lead as Harrison works. He decides to pull up and fire his shot. Hit the rim, went up, hit the backboard, and then came down. So a fortuitous bounce for Central International. They now find themselves trailing by 3 as Wall. His second shot of the night off the mark. Rebound cleared by Harrison. Central International, not much of a running team. They like to grind it out in the half court, as you can see, off of a make or a miss bucket. They do not run with the basketball, as that wild shot was heaved up by Deshaun Harrison, leads to a fast break opportunity for the Builders. The alley-oop is there for the layup. That is Hedgepeth, his first points of the night. And the Builder lead is back up to 5. Once again, Central International, not much of a running team. They have a very, very short bench. So they have to manage their energy in this contest, because they don't have a lot of guys on the bench that can spell the starters if they start to get fatigued, and the shot clock is now down to 5. Off of a screen, they're going to call a foul. Actually, that is going to go on Travis Coleman for Central International. That is his first personal foul and the team's first. Here's Means. Means off of a screen. Wall thought about it as he works off of a screen. His three off the mark. He may get another opportunity. Instead, he pushes it to the corner. Shortest three on the floor, hits nothing but the bottom of the basket for Donovan Means. And Donovan Means already has 7 points in the game. So 12-4 is the Builder lead, their highest lead of the night, as that shot is blocked. Loose ball taken by Wall. Builders out and running. Hunter decides to spot up, shoot the short jumper a little too hard. Here's Wall. That one hits nothing. But the bottom of the basket, and the Builders have opened it up now 15-4 on the heels of Wall's second three. Builders force a turnover. That's going to be a foul. Now, will that go down as an intentional? Nope, they're going to just call it just a regular foul, even though Donovan had gotten behind the defense. And we're going to have a stoppage in play, timeout, media timeout, the under 16. We will step away with them. Builders off and running 15-4 here at home.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Welcome back to the Apprentice School Athletic Center, home of your Apprentice School Builders. Builders with an 11-point lead over the Cardinals of Central International College. They hail out of Richmond as Builders quickly back in action. That three up, no good. That's not going to stop Adrian for trying one more. That one is no good as well. Builders doing a great job on the offensive glass as newly into the game, Kyrie Smith able to get an offensive rebound and a putback for two. He has his first points of the night. Chalk up a steal in his stat line. As that kick goes to Xavier Hunter, he launches from three. That one hits the front of the rim. Rebound cleared by Harrison. Donovan Means already shooting 100% from the field. He's 2 of 2 shooting from inside the charity stripe, and he has a 3-point make. And you can add an assist to his stat sheet as he gives it up to Wayne Hedgepeth, who puts it in for two, and the Builder lead is now 19-4. Central International has gone quite a while without a bucket. That one is highly contested, and there's going to be a foul call. That foul call is going to go on Kyrie Smith. That is his first personal foul and the team's first. If you're unfamiliar with the Builder basketball team, they like to run with the basketball off of a make or miss basket, as that first free throw is no good by Omar Vincent. He's new into the basketball game, as Builders also have a substitution. Montrell Jackson will get his first minutes of action this evening as the second or two goes down. So, again, if you're unfamiliar with Builder basketball, they like to push the tempo. As that easy layup by Montrell Jackson, and he gets his first bucket. Barely 10 seconds into the basketball game, he's already on the scoreboard, and the Builder lead is now 21-5, as that one is lost. So that's going to be a turnover. Omar Vincent just lost the handle on his way into the paint. That is already their fourth turnover of the first 6.5 minutes, 6+ minutes of the contest, as that feed goes inside to Donovan Means, and Donovan Means still shooting 100% from the floor, as he now has 9. Builders force a turnover in the backcourt. Montrell Jackson with his second bucket of the evening. And the Builder lead quickly has ballooned to 20. Ellis being guarded. Feed goes inside to Vincent. His left-hander, no good. Builders off and running. Here's Wall to Smith. Smith off the back of the iron. Rebound comes off to Harrison. Harrison able to get the basketball over the timeline, but finds himself trapped. Builders nearly calls a turnover, but I believe that's going to lead to a foul call. There was no foul call. Okay, so they're going to reset the shot clock. That ball was actually kicked. I apologize. I was blocked by a player, so I didn't see it. I just heard the whistle, and I assumed that it must have been a foul, but instead it was a kick as that loose ball is going to go out of bounds. That will be Cardinal basketball as Gibson is lobbying for the foul as he's being helped up off of the deck. You can hear the voice of Chelsea Schwimmers, one of the officials for tonight's basketball game, as Harrison gets inside. Harrison finishes with the left hand. So right now, Harrison has 6 points. 6 of the 7 Cardinal points in the basketball game so far, as Courage Harrell able to get into the lane and get to the basket for another easy 2 with a right-handed layup. And the Builder lead once again is back up to 20. 27-7 as DeMarcus Marby will make his way into the basketball game. So Jabari Brackett is also going to get some action tonight as that 3 is hoisted, doesn't hit anything for Omar Vincent. That leads to a fast break opportunity once again for the Builders. Builders with Jackson. That one rimmed all the way out. Therefore, the loose ball rebound is Kyrie Smith with the easy lay-in with the left hand. Builder lead now 22, 29-7. Shade over 12 minutes remaining in the first half here. Vincent inside, left-hander, short. Builders off and running. Brackett behind the defense, misses the bunny. So back come the Cardinals, having dodged a bullet, as Jabari Brackett unable to convert the breakaway layup. That left-hander by Ellis, it comes up short. Here's Hinman, feed inside the Brackett. This time, he finishes with the right hand off the glass, and we have a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Cardinals. I think they're going to change it to a media timeout instead. So 31-7 is the timeout. Let's step away with them. We'll be back.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
11:29 remaining in the first half here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Once again, Howard McCain, Dave Davenport here to bring you tonight's contest between Central International College out of Richmond, Virginia, taking on your Apprentice School Builders, as that shot out of the timeout is good. Javarius Gibson. But the Cardinals slow to get back on offense as Jabari Brackett able to score his 4th point, as that feed inside to Omar Vincent cannot be controlled, and that's going to be a turnover. That is now turnover number 4 for the Cardinals. As the Builders working around the perimeter. Here's Jackson. Jackson launches from 3. Rebound off the back of the iron. Ellis. As that launch from 3, no good. Here come the Builders with Hinman. Brackett off the dribble. Shot up and good. Jabari Brackett now with his third bucket. After missing that easy layup earlier, has redeemed himself. He now has 6. Builder lead now 26. Here's Vincent working the perimeter with Ellis. Shot clock now with 10. Ellis spins, works off the glass. Shot no good, but there will be a foul. So that foul will go on Jabari Brackett. That'll be his first personal foul. That'll only be the team's second, but that will put Joshua Ellis at the free throw line to shoot 2. As the first of 2 is off the back of the rim. Builders quickly get Davion Riddick into the basketball game, a 5'9" freshman out of Chesapeake. We'll see his first action of the night is the second of 2 from Omar Vincent off the mark. So the score will stay where it is right now. Builders with a 26-point lead as Courage Harrell squares up and hits nothing but the bottom of the basket. That one good for 3. He's on the scoreboard. And the Builder lead is now up to 29. Builders force a turnover. Harrell with the nasty flush on the offensive end for 2. And the Builders are just out here having fun at this moment, ladies and gentlemen. The lead is now 31. Nearly a turnover there again as that launched from 3 off the mark. Hinman running, finds Smith. Smith, showtime. Kyrie Smith with the showtime slam on the offensive end, and the Builders have just absolutely taken off. 42-9 as Vincent tried to test the inside with the dribble. Spin move, Harrison. He stopped. He actually traveled, no call. Builders off and running. Dish in the corner. Jackson for 3. Nothing but the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. If the Builders aren't dunking it, they're draining it from 3. 45-9 now is our score. As the Builders just absolutely having their way offensively off of the miss. Another fast break opportunity. Here's Hinman. Kick to the corner. Smith. Feed inside. Tough shot from the baseline by Jabari Brackett. Builders back on offense. Step back 3, no good by Gibson. Rebound cleared by the Builders. Builders once again off and running. Smith tried to dunk it, but on his way to the basket, he is going to be fouled. They're going to credit Joshua Ellis with that foul. That'll be his first personal foul and the team's third, and we're going to have a stoppage in action. We're going to have a timeout.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Yeah. Are we back? Builders out here looking like Alabama basketball right now. And if you know anything about Alabama basketball, Coach Nate Oates only wants 2 type of shots. Either you're shooting it from 3 or everything is going to be a layup around the rim. None of that mid-range crap. No, we're not having that. And right now the Builders have used that philosophy to open up a 36-point lead on the opponent as Kyrie Smith steps in the line to shoot 2. Remember, prior to the timeout, he was fouled by Joshua Ellis. Again, that was Joshua's first personal foul and the team's 3rd. So with that first make, along with the second one, Kyrie Smith now off the bench has 8. And the Builder lead is at 38. Builders harassing the Cardinals in the backcourt. As Gibson looked to hand it off to Johnson, but Johnson was harassed the entire time. Johnson now with the basketball. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Gibson. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound cleared by Brackett. Euro step, nice job by Riddick to get his first points of the night. And the Builder lead now is 40. And we still have a lot of time remaining in the first half, as the Cardinals are absolutely struggling on offense. That long launch from 3 misses absolutely everything. Long outlet stolen. Now, that was last touched by the Cardinals, so that will be a turnover for the Cardinals. That is now their 10th turnover of the night. And like I said, we still have 6.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Joshua Ellis will make his way back onto the floor for the Cardinals, who again hail from Richmond, Virginia. The Builders work the perimeter. Smith. Hinman able to split the double team with the kick to Riddick. That one no good. Rebound comes off to Ellis. Ellis drove it straight at the chest of Hinman, but the basketball missed everything. Loose ball, pick it up and taken by the Builders. Here's Smith, back to Harrell. Harrell may have lost the basketball slightly on his way up. That's why he missed the dunk. Builders trap in the backcourt. Nearly force another turnover, as the Builders start to really empty their bench. Amir Kopetro will make his way into the contest along with Malik Munderland. Builders with a 40-point lead. Cardinals yet to break double digits on the scoreboard. Vincent, his shot high off the glass, no good. Turns into another fast break opportunity for the Builders. Riddick all the way to the basket with the left hand layup. And the Builders now have already hung over 50 in the first half. We're now at the 5-minute mark. It's Ellis dribbles against the defense of Kopetro. That should have been Builder basketball. Now of course we can't review it, but boy, that slap looked like it came right down on the shoe top of Johnson and went out of bounds, but the officials are going to keep it on this end as Deshaun Harrison makes his way back into the basketball game. Harrison. Johnson. His 3 attempt no good. Here's Munderland. Nice move off the dribble to get to the basket for the easy 2 is Munderland. And the Builders now with a 42-point lead as Coleman hands it off to Ellis. Harrison. Spin. He was left open, but he did not take the shot. Instead, he fed the basketball inside to Ellis, and Ellis was fouled. That foul is going to go on Jabari Brackett. That is his second personal foul. And the team's third is as Xavier Hunter and Javarius Gibson will make their way back onto the floor for their respective teams. Shot clock is at 20. And we still have a shade over 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Builders have already hung 53 on the Cardinals in the first half. Again, coming into tonight's game, we didn't know a whole lot about this team. Again, their record, 2-9, 0-2 in the conference. But again, there just isn't much information out there as far as stats and teams, tendencies, and things like that. We're all kind of learning about them together as Jaleel Hope lays it in for his first basket. So, of course, I had to rely on Coach Michael Gainey's scouting report. And when I asked him, what can we expect from these guys tonight, Coach, he said, listen, all I know is, and this is quote, all I know is they're going to play hard. That's all he told me. So that's the scouting report that I was able to glean from Coach Gainey as Riddick banks it off the glass for two. Probably not. Harrison flashes in the lane, but that entry pass is going to be picked off as they try to feed the post. That leads to a fast break opportunity for the Builders and a foul, as we're going to have a stoppage in play. We're also going to have a timeout. This is going to be a media timeout. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Builders with a commanding 48-point lead.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Welcome back. Builders with a, let's face it, an insurmountable 48-point lead. With 3 minutes to go in the first half, Builders have pretty much emptied out the bench so far in the first half, as there's not a single starter on the floor. Well, I'll take it back. Xavier Hunter is on the floor. Xavier did start the game tonight. So before we left to go to the break, there was a foul. Malik Munderland was fouled, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was by Joshua Ellis. No, it wasn't Joshua Ellis. I'll check that one, but Malik Munderland will shoot two with 3 minutes remaining. As the first of two hits off the back of the rim. Munderland second goes down. Munderland now with three, as we're going to get a foul in the backcourt. That's going to be credited to Davion Riddick. That is his first personal foul in the team's first. So neither team anywhere close to the bonus at this point. Both teams with 4 total team fouls. We're now under 3 minutes remaining in the first half, as Gibson to Harrison. Harrison tried to feed it inside, just way too high for Gibson. So that will now be the 12th turnover for the Cardinals. Feed goes inside, back out to Hunter. Hunter able to split the defense, able to get to the rack. Missed, got his own rebound. And we're going to get a foul call. We're going to get a – no, there wasn't a foul. Looks like the officials are waiting for an adjustment to the shot clock. They said it should be at 11, so it's been adjusted. So 11 seconds on the shot clock as Hunter works off of a screen. Hunter with 5, feeds it to the baseline. Builders inside, shot off the glass for Malik Munderland. Munderland now with 5. Ellis goes to work for the Cardinals. The Cardinals have been sitting on 9 points. Seems like forever, and that is where it's going to stay after that possession as the Builders off and running. The nasty 2 on the other end for Jaleel Hope, and Jaleel Hope now. Well, that's his first basket of the night, and the Builders now, ladies and gentlemen, listen. They're up by 53 in the basketball game. And at this rate, this one is going to get out of hand real soon. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the clock in the second half. Now, I don't know if they have that luxury in the second half if both coaches agree to have a running clock in the second half. I'm not sure. But that will be extremely interesting to see. I've never seen that in basketball before. But surely there has to be some type of mercy rule that exists, as that foul is going to be whistled against Amir Copetro. That'll be his first personal foul and the team's 5th. So the clock is stopped, 1:18 remaining in the first half. Inbound goes to Marby. Shot clock at 15. Gibson tries to get inside and create space for a shot. Shot off the mark. Kick to Hunter for 3. Off the mark. Ellis. His left-hander, good. And it's going to be a foul on the play. So they're going to credit Amir Copetro with that foul. Going to be his second personal foul, the 16th foul. And the Cardinals finally get on the scoreboard. I think the Cardinals have been sitting on 9 for at least 8 minutes at the least in this basketball game, as that shot goes down for Ellis. 3-point play. Builders quickly on the other end with a miss. 38 seconds left in the first half. Cardinals break the timeline. We're going to get a foul call, a reach in. That was going to be on Jaleel Hope. His first personal foul, the team's 7th. So that now for the next 30.4 seconds, that will put the Cardinals in the 1-1, trailing right now by 50. Yep, you heard me. Trailing by half of a century. Rebound comes off to the Builders, who decide to slow it down. Builders can't hold it for the final shot. There's about a second difference between the game clock and the shot clock, but the Builders decide to shoot anyway. Now they can really hold it to the final shot, as that corner 3 by Hope is no good, but there to clean it up at the end is Malik Munderland. And that is how the first half is going to end. That one is good if it goes. It does not. And that is how the first half of action will wrap up here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, as Coach Michael Gainey and the Builder men trying to put a cap on this one. Both teams will make the way into locker room. Builders with a commanding lead. We'll be back with second half action and first half stats. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. I know I said we'll be back, but do we have to? some type of mercy rule?
They'll tell me don't stop the clock.
Okay. I
They
hope.
have, but I don't know if they will. I've never seen
I've never seen that.
a 52-point lead at halftime.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that. In all the years I've been watching.
I've seen the girls, but they did
Right.
it in the second half when they won like 140 something to 40 something. They got most of it in the second half.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the mercy rule is in
They
basketball.
don't have.
Okay. I know usually
The
both
coaches-
coaches have to agree to it.
Coaches will agree, and then they'll let them know.
Yeah. I would be surprised. I'm be surprised if Coach Johnson says something about that. Well, probably when they come back out of
It's
the
going to
locker room.
be up to him first,
Up to who?
up to the other coach. He'll have to bring it up.
Ah, gotcha.
He's not going to say we're beating you so bad that you may as well give up. It's got to be him that says I don't
Okay.
think we can catch it.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
I'm not the coach, but I don't think they're gonna catch it.
I've seen them stop the clock in one game this year.
But the thing about it though is we still got to stop for the media timeouts, right?
Well, you're still going to have them when the dead balls come. When they blow the whistle. But during the foul shots and everything, they keep going.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm hoping that'll be the case. I really hope that'll be the case. I would love to get an early night because this right
Throw
this.
the ball out.
Yeah, this.
Unless it's time for a timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, this ain't even fun. This is not fun at all.
It ain't that they ain't trying. They just
Right.
they know.
Correct.
Their guys, the guy with the ball is the only guy moving. The rest of them standing around watching.
That's
They're not
pretty
running plays.
Right. Hey, you think we're gonna get the mercy rule? We got to, man. That lead is insurmountable. There's no.
That's up to the coaches and the officials.
Man.
I think the coach that's losing has to start him.
Oh.
That's up to the coaches and the officials.
Oh.
They usually come over and tell me don't stop him.
To put in the mercy rule. Just have a running clock for the rest of the game.
The same way as the 10-run rule in baseball.
But no, see, you have to play 30 minutes for it to be an official game.
Well, they've already done that. Well, they got to go to 10
You mean,
minutes.
clock minutes. Oh, clock
they're
time.
still going to play.
Yeah,
We're just not stopping the clock.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
They're still paying
but
players
in
for 20
theory, we
minutes.
could shrink the second half to 10 minutes. And just
Yeah,
play
and that's
regular.
30 minutes. That's
Yeah.
right.
Whatever
That's a good
they
point.
say, whatever they
That's
say,
a good
I
point.
don't care.
That's a good point. I hope that's what they do.
As long as it is as long as we play 30 minutes of game time.
Yeah.
Then that.
So you're right. We can shrink the clock from 20 to 10 and that'll be 30
We
minutes.
ain't got to run it. I can change it. Just like that.
Well, you have my permission. I know that. You got my permission to shrink it to 10.
Is the case. She's gonna let another slide.
It ain't her. She ain't got
it-
nothing to do with it.
It's only been 10 total fouls.
It's not up to the officials to decide. It's up to the coaches. And the one that's losing's got to be the one that initiates. Our coach is not going to go
Right.
down there and say, we're whipping the hell out of you. You can may as well give up. That ain't going to happen. It's always got to be by the losing coach.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm
I feel like at some point the refs should be able to say, hey, go to the coaches and go, look, what do y'all want to do?
There's nothing you can do if that coach wants to keep playing and give the guys experience. And you can't stop them. And I've seen them go all a full game just like this.
I mean, they're down by 50 freaking 2.
Well, they were down by almost.
I think that's the most they've been down by, right? This is their largest deficit.
No, they were down. They were down by 54 at one time before they scored that 3 points.
53. 53 is the largest deficit. Man, I don't even have to give these stats. I'm not even going to waste time giving these stats in the second half.
It doesn't really have anything to do with the game.
Yeah. I mean, everything is so lopsided.
They tell you, but if you don't want to move, but stay home.
Points in the paint, 46 to 6. Exactly. The most shots that have been made tonight are during warm-up. That's the most shots that they've made
They
tonight.
didn't make a lot of him either.
All right, all eyes on Coach Johnson to see what he does.
Talking to him, that was something else.
up. Hey, clean your hands up at the media. Oh, goodness gracious. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half action all set to begin here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as the Builders come out of the halftime locker room with a 52-point lead, make it 55. As the Builders pick up right where they left off in the first half. Builders have now extended their lead to 55 in the game. We have a stoppage. Shot clock will be reset for the Cardinals as the Cardinals find themselves down by 55 in the contest. A lot of discussion amongst us here at the scorers table to see exactly what would happen coming out of the halftime locker room. Would there be some type of mercy rule that would be put in? Of course, that would have to be administered first by Coach Wayne Johnson. That long three-point shot is off the mark. There to clean it up for the Cardinals is Joshua Ellis. He sticks it back in. He now has 5 tonight. But, of course, any kind of mercy rule that is going to be installed would have to come from Coach Wayne Johnson. He'd have to approach Coach Michael Gainey as that feed inside to Xavier Hunter is off the glass for 2, and the Builder lead is back up to 55. He would have to approach Coach Michael Gainey to either go with a running clock. Now, according to our sports information director, Walker McCrary, we have to play at least 30 minutes in order for this one to go into the books as a win for the Builders. So, of course, we kicked around. The idea was getting around instead of playing 20 minutes, take the clock down to 10. And that way you get the 20 minutes of the first half and the 10 minutes of the second half. And you're able to get your 30 minutes in, and everyone can head home early. But that is not going to be the case tonight, as that 3 by Clifton Good is short. Rebound taken by the Cardinals. Cardinals quickly back on the other end. Basketball was lost on the way up by Travis Coleman. That 3 is going to hit the rim and hit one of the guide wires above the backboard. So that will go down as a out of bounds. So the basketball goes back over to the Builders. Builders with a 55-point lead as Means finished the first half spotless. Adrian Wall comes out. He is red hot coming out of the locker room. He now has 14 tonight. Scoreboard says 12. As that launch from 3 is off the mark by Ellis. Good with the rebound. Good leading the break. Kick to the corner. That 3 shot off the mark as the rebound is going to be tapped out of bounds by Hedgepeth. So the Builders now lead 72-14 over the Cardinals. Most points that the Builders have scored in a basketball game, I believe, is 121. Builders have put up 119 one time this season. So there's a possibility these guys may be trying to go for the record tonight. As that 3 is off the mark, loose ball taken by Means. Means tries to get it ahead, but Johnson there to pick it off. Johnson throws it ahead to Harrison. Harrison all the way to the basket. He's going to count the basket, ladies and gentlemen, and add the foul. Donovan Means is going to be credited with his first personal foul, and that'll be the team's first of the second half. But put that one down for Deshaun Harrison as he makes the basket and completes a three-point play. He now has 9 tonight. He leads all scorers for Central International. Builders work the perimeter. Feed inside to Clifton Good, easy. Layup off the glass for 2. As the Builders now have built their largest lead of the night, 57. Here's Coleman. Decides to back it out. Here's Johnson. Shot clock now under 10 with Gibson. Gibson able to beat Xavier Hunter off the dribble and get to the backboard for 2. Builders showing no signs of slowing down. We're going to count the basket at the foul. Is that Adrian Wall? That is Adrian Wall. That is his third three-point shot make of the second half. It goes down. He is fouled, so he gets a shot at a 4-point play. That is now 15 for Adrian Wall, who has come out of the locker room red hot. Misses. Was he able to track down the loose ball? He was, saved to Clifton Good into the corner. For 3, that one is short. Builders nearly had an opportunity for a 6-point trip down the floor as Central International turns it over. Here's Means, kick in the corner to Wall. Didn't really catch that one in rhythm for the 3-point shot out of the corner. Cardinals push it. Shot off the glass and good for Ellis. 77-21. Hunter. Too easy. That one was too easy. And that's kind of been the theme for tonight. Builders either have made it from long range or all of their shots have come from around the rim. So they've either hit a bunch of really high percentage shots or a bunch of really low percentage shots. Nothing in the mid-range as that loose ball is tapped around and controlled by Adrian Wall. Wall, outlet to Means. Means tried to get it over the hedge pit just a little bit too high, and that leads to a fast break opportunity for the Cardinals as that scoop layup is no good. Outlet to Means. Means no longer shooting 100% from the field tonight. That's his first miss. I told the coach to put that guy in shrink wrap for the rest of the night so he did not lose his 100% shooting percentage from the field. He just ruined it. Here's Means with the basketball on the break. Hedgepin. He's fouled. Took a while for Chelsea Schwimmers to call the personal foul, but she will. That one is going to go on Deshaun Harrison, his first personal foul, the first and second half. We're going to have a stoppage in play. We'll take it here with him. 79-21.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
The most points that the Builders have scored in a basketball game is 121. They're at 79 with 14:21 left in the basketball game. So my engineer producer, Dave Davenport, and I were trying to do the math to see if the Builders are able to make it. They have an opportunity. They're only 43 points away. Make it 42. So it's not the points that they score while the clock is running, it's the points that they score when the clock is stopped that is going to help them get to that point. So according to Dave, they need to score, the Builders need to score at least 10 points between every media timeout. That is doable with the way they're defending and how they're getting out in fast breaks and scoring quickly and easily. So stay here, folks. They're going for the record. That shot is blocked. Here's Wall. Hinman able to knife through the defense and get into the lane. Lost it momentarily. Here's Harrell. Harrell. Kick to the corner to Jackson. His three, nothing but the bottom. So just that quickly, the Builders have added 5 points since the media break. So they are halfway to where they need to be point-wise between media timeouts to stay on pace for over 121 as that shot is off the glass and good. Count the basket at the foul. Montrell Jackson will be credited with his first personal foul. That is the team's second of the half. Both teams now with 2. Omar Johnson to shoot 1. And he completes the three-point play. Builders, again, off of a make or miss, they are running with the basketball. Jackson gets the call from Gainey, Coach Michael Gainey. Again, in his first season at the helm for the Builders. Builders playing extremely well. Hinman thought about the three, gives it to Harrell. Harrell with the blow-by, but the missed layup at the rack. Boy, it's those bunny shots that you really want to go down if the Builders are going to maintain this scoring pace they need to be on. Is the outlet to Smith. Smith gives it to himself and finishes the dunk on his own. 86-24. So once again, Builders are on pace to score at least 10, as that foul will be credited to Courage Harrell, his first personal foul in the team's third of the second half. Here's Gibson. Gibson split the double team, but was unable to finish. I think there's going to be a foul call. I missed it. Yep, there is going to be a foul call. They're going to call that one on Montrell Jackson. So he picks up his second personal foul. That'll be the team's 4th. So that will put Joshua Ellis at the line. Joshua has, nope, I'm sorry, not Joshua. That's going to be Javarius Gibson at the line now. He has 4. And he misses the first. You can hear it ever so loudly in the gym. Next media timeout upcoming soon. Builders unable to control the loose ball off the rebound, and that gives the Cardinals an opportunity to make from 3 as DeMarcus Marby with 3. Builders quickly on the other end. That right-handed layup on the left side of the rim goes down for Jabari Brackett. As Courage Harrell extends his defense, corner 3 is good for Fabian Johnson. Builders quickly out. Smith Another Showtime dunk on the offensive end, and that leads to another timeout. I believe they're going to turn this one into a media timeout. 11:44 remaining in the contest. Builders now with 60-point lead over the Cardinals. We'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants.
Adrian Wall with 15 points off of 5 of 11 shooting from three-point land. So we told you earlier that the Builders are trying to break the record for the most points in a basketball game right now. That's 121. Builders are looking to try to break that tonight. In order for them to do that, they have to score at least 10 points between each media timeout. Now, between the 16-minute and the 12-minute media timeout, Builders scored 11, so they are on pace. Can they keep that pace up for the rest of the game and break the scoring record, as they're going to be a foul call? That one is going to go on Fabian Johnson. That is his first personal foul and the team's third. That's not shooting. Brackett set to inbound. Builders able to inbound it in deep into the backcourt to Riddick. Coach Gainey gets a lot of his subs into the basketball game as Hope works it around to Copetro. That shot up and in for the freshman out of Chesapeake. That is Davion Riddick. Riddick now has 11 in the basketball game. That's the first 2 for the Builders since the media timeout, as Gibson able to hit a tough shot on the baseline, but the Builders able to catch the defense sleeping, and Brackett able to get behind him for another 2. That's 4 now between media timeouts, as Vincent pushes the issue. He's able to get to the rack and add to his point total. He now has 6. Builders quick miss on the other end. So the next timeout is going to be at 8 minutes. We're now 2 minutes away from that as we get another stoppage in play, as the referee asked for an adjustment to the shot clock, and they now have it. Can the Builders score 6 points in 2 minutes? Let's find out. Fast break opportunity for the Builders. And a flush, a nasty, nasty 2. On the offensive end for Jabari Brackett. And the Builders now need only 4 points to stay on pace, as Vincent gets his own rebound off of the miss and able to put it back. Vincent now with 8. Builders now lead by 60. Builders quickly into the lane. Jaleel Hope with an easy layup. If there's one thing we've noticed that Central International is not doing, they are not guarding the paint area at all, as this outlet off of the turnover to Davion Riddick goes down for 2, and we're going to get a timeout. That's going to be is going to be an injury timeout. This is not a media timeout. This is an injury timeout as one of the players for Central International. That's Joshua Ellis is grabbing at his ankle. So we'll have a stoppage in play. So tell you what, while they tend to him, we'll step aside momentarily. Builders with a gigantic lead.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
136 is our score. Builders have turned things on out of the locker room as we're going to get a foul call. That's going to be an offensive foul call. That is going to be a turnover for the visitors, as Omar Vincent will pick up his first personal foul and the team's fourth. Can the Builders score 22 points in the next 8 minutes and 46 seconds? Right now, they are on pace to do just that. Colpetro off of a screen, takes it right at the chest of Vincent. No foul call. So I think the officials have decided that maybe for the rest of the game they're going to swallow their whistle. That was an obvious foul. Builders quickly back on the other end with Brackett. Brackett with the jump step. Wow, what a play by Brackett. He stepped from one side of the lane to the other one and elevated for the right-handed shot to give the Builders now a 102-38 lead. Harrison thought about the three, steps back, shoots, and hits. This is a team that only scored 12 points in the first half. They have 41 as they've completely fallen asleep on defense, as two guys for Central International were just talking to each other. So Brackett just said, okay, I'll just take it. Turnover. Builders with an opportunity. Alley-oop. The dunk is no good, but the putback is there for Hope. Builders really have turned up the defensive pressure as Vincent is fouled. They're going to credit that foul to Malik Munnerlin. His first personal foul, the team's fifth. We have a timeout, media timeout.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
This Builder basketball team is on a mission. The Builders' all-time point total on the scoreboard in a game, the record is 121 points in a game. Right now, the Builders are at 106 with just over 7 minutes left. So the Builders can score 16 more points in this basketball game. They have the scoring record and will walk home with the Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl. I'm kidding, that is not a real thing. You'd have to watch Semi-Pro to know exactly what I'm talking about when I make mention of the Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl. Builders with a steal. Fast break opportunity. Here's Hope. Wasn't going to be stopped. Glides in for the easy basket off the glass for two. 108-41. Builders only 13 points away from the record as Hope clears the rebound. I'm sorry, they're 14 points away. Make it 11. 111-41. Builders now 11 points away from scoring the most points ever in a basketball game in Builder history. They have 6 minutes and 15 seconds to do so as Johnson works against Colpetro. We're going to have a foul. So Colpetro is going to pick up his third personal foul. That'll be the team's sixth. So still no foul shots just yet. Builders nearly force another turnover, but they do get the defensive rebound. Hope finds Colpetro. He steps back for three, off the mark. Hope, his shot off the mark. Hedgepeth in the corner. Builder three, no good, but there, for probably the easiest rebound in his lifetime, is Hope. He sticks it back in for two. Builders now only 9 points away from the record. We still have 5.5 remaining. As Harrison muscles his way to the basket, he's able to make the basket. He is fouled. That's going to be credited to Wayne Hedgepeth, his first personal foul in the team's 7th. Earlier in the first half, the whistle was barely being blown by the official. Now here in the second half, they've already whistled both teams for a combined 11 fouls. As Coleman handles the basketball, gives it off to Gibson. Johnson decides to launch, air ball, outlet, long outlet to Riddick, who finishes. Builders now. Is that true? We have an all-freshman lineup on the floor right now for the Builders for the remaining 4:50, as that one is off the mark. Builders now only need 5 points for the record. Builders just need 5 points in the next 4:40 to walk out of here with the most points scored in a basketball game in Builder history as Johnson launches from three. This time he hits. Builders inside, bracket. Builders now 3 points away. 3 points away from the record. Surely they're going to get it, right? Now, when they score that 3 points, the cannon is going to go off in the arena. I'm just kidding. We don't have a cannon in the arena. That rebound is off the mark. Bracket. Goes right at the chest of the defense. No foul call underneath. Officials deciding to let them play for the next 3:50. Is that long outlet? That one is launched out of bounds by Gibson. Nobody there to collect it. We're going to have a timeout, media timeout. Builders only 3 points away from the record. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Be here to watch history.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
19-46. This one has never been in doubt. I mean, not once has this basketball game been in doubt. Now, again, many of us here at the scores table were wondering, what are the Builders and the Cardinals are going to do in the second half? We're going to have a running clock, or there's going to be some type of mercy rule? No. Coach Wayne Johnson decided to have a play on. So with that, the Builders say, you know what? Let's go after the scoring record here in the second half. They are now 3 points away from scoring the most ever points scored in a basketball game, not just this season, but in Builder history. They only need 3. Here's Brackett. Brackett off the dribble. Strong move to the basket. He's just unable to finish, but he is fouled. So Travis Coleman will be credited with the foul. So the Builders won't get the record on this trip down the floor. But that's only if Brackett maybe misses the first, hits the first, misses the second. Builders get it, put it back in, and they can break the record on this end of the floor on this trip. So a technical foul was just called on Jabari Brackett. We're looking for an explanation. So we're going to walk to the other end. We're going to shoot 2 technical shots by Marby. I'm still perplexed. Does anybody know what happened? I have no idea what happened right there on that technical foul. Did he say some magic words at the free throw line? I didn't. Okay, the official has his back to me, and I left my lip reading book at home, so I can't make out what he's saying to Coach Gainey, but he's giving him an explanation as to what the technical was whistled for. As the first by Brackett goes down, I'm just not sure did he have a foot over? No, that would have been a lane violation. I don't know. I'll be interested to hear what that is, but as it is, it's a play on. Builders now 2 points away from breaking the record. 3:24 left in the basketball game. You are here to witness history, ladies and gentlemen, as that long 3 launch is no good, comes off to the Builders. Builders kick it to the corner. Could this be the record? No. Rebound comes off to Gibson. And the Builders every single player on the Builders sideline was standing up waiting for that one to go down so they'll know that they have the record. As that 3 comes off. Miss. Hedgepin with the outlet to Riddick. Riddick thought about squaring up and shooting it instead. Here's Brackett for 3. No good. Rebound comes off. Builders want to get it in style, and they still don't get it. Dave and I were talking during the timeout. We said when they get the record, it's going to be a 3. It is going to be from 3. They're not going to take a layup. They're going to want to shoot it and make it the record and get the record in style. And the way to do that is from behind the three-point line. Now, there's still over 2 minutes left in the contest as they turn it over once again. Will Hope pull it out? Brackett decides to go underneath. He doesn't hit. Hope is there. His shot is blocked, but he is going to be fouled. So he'll go to the line with an opportunity as Javarius Gibson will pick up his 4th personal foul. That'll be the team's 6th. So Jaleel Hope has an opportunity to make history. By hitting both of these free throws, he could put himself in the history books as being the player that got the Builders the record, and he won't be able to do it. Oh, my gosh, the Builders have been 1 bucket away from the last 3 minutes. And he makes the second of 2. So the Builders have tied the most points they've ever scored in a basketball game, 121. They just need 1 more point to go down in the history book as scoring the most points in a basketball game ever. And here's the opportunity. Here's Hope. They're going to get a foul long before Hope can get to the basket. So that foul is going to be called, I believe, on Deshaun Harrison. That is his 2nd personal foul, the team's 7th. So that puts Jaleel Hope back at the line with an opportunity to make history. Here we go. Just one of two. And he still doesn't make it. What is going on in this place, man? Oh, my gosh. And what's so funny is nobody on the bench was standing when he was at the free throw line. Here we go. This is it. Cole Petro for the record, and there it is. 123 points, the most points ever scored in a basketball game in Builder history has happened tonight. Congratulations to the guys, and they are looking to add to it, to shatter it as Brackett with a nasty 2 on the other end. Brackett now has 17 in the basketball game. We're now down to under a minute remaining in the contest, and the record is set. Will anyone ever top it? 125 points in a basketball game. This one has been absolutely wild. That miss comes off to Hope. Hope weaves through the defense. He's not going to be denied. He's going right at the chest of the defense. That one is off the glass for 2. 127 is now the record number of points scored in a basketball game. This has been nuts. What a basketball game. As Coach Johnson and his Cardinals slow the basketball down, we're now less than 20 seconds remaining in the basketball game. Cardinals will probably hold it. Looks like they'll hold it until the shot clock expires, I believe. Shot clock is now at 5. As Gibson looks 2-1, decides to launch it anyway. That 3 is no good. That is a shot clock violation. That is another turnover that will be credited to the Cardinals. And the Builders will probably just sit on it for the next 3.3 and just get out of here with the all-time point record in a basketball game, 127 points. Builders have set a record here tonight at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how we will wrap this up. The defending 2023-2024 Small College National Champions, the Builders, get out of here with their 13th victory of the season. 127-48 game was never in doubt. Congratulations to the guys. Most points ever in history was made here tonight. Congratulations to the Builders. We're not going to go over any stats or anything. We're going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. For Dave Davenport, I am Howard McCain. So long. We'll see you back here soon for the next edition of Builder Basketball. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Builder Basketball.